Nail Divas, it's Sherry and I'm back with another video. Today, as you can tell, I'm doing a Halloween spooky graveyard look. I'm going to be using the GHDip powders that I got. I actually did an Amazon review on these a couple weeks ago, and the colors are Halloween Night and Aubergine Glitter. And also I'm going to be using this Saviland Luminous dip powder. It's a glow powder and it's in the color cream. So let's get started. Okay, so prior to recording, I have already prepped my nails with, I've got some nail tips on, and I have already done a layer of the natural, or actually I use clear dip powder just at the right where the tip starts, just to reinforce the strength of those tips. Okay, so I'm doing a basic dip on my thumb in the GHDip's Aubergine Glitter, and I'm going to do also a basic dip on my pinky finger with the GHDip's Halloween Night. I wanted to also jump back in and mention that I'm using the Rossi Nails dip liquids today. I got these liquids when I received from them it was a dip powder. It was in that color Merlot. I did not do a video on that look, on that mani, but I did post pictures on my Instagram, and I can link my Instagram below if you're interested in checking it out. But that color Merlot was so pretty. It was such a dark, just burgundy, beautiful, gorgeous red. Anyway, these dip liquids came with that, and I didn't try them at the time with that powder because I was like trying to use up I try to use up my bases. Like when I open it, I don't like to have multiple open, mostly because, you know, it's glue, and I don't know if anyone else has problems with this, but when it's hard to reopen, like after you've closed them and they've been closed for a while, it's like it's glue, so they just kind of stick. So anyway, I popped open this bad boy. I'm trying to remember, I think I did open it once before and used it, and anyway, I didn't see any problem with it, so I just wanted to go ahead and use this up because I did get some new things in, which you will see coming up in a haul video. I'm trying to get that finished up and out for you. Now I am going to dip my 3 accent nails, which will be my index finger, my middle finger, and my ring finger. I'm going to dip these 3 nails in the color Cream by Saviland's Luminous dip powders, or Saviland, their Luminous dip powder. I got these colors back over the summer, and I had only tried them once before, and well, prior to me starting my YouTube channel, I only tried them once before, and since then I've used them a couple of times, and I really enjoy these. But I am really looking forward to getting my hands on some other brand glow-in-the-dark powders. So if you guys have any suggestions on good glow-in-the-dark powders by other brands, if you just, hey, leave that below, leave me a comment, tell me, because I am in the market to find some new things. Okay, so I'm gonna finish up doing the 2 dips of the Saviland cream on my 3 nails, and I will be back for the next step. I'm gonna go ahead and let you watch me do it on my index finger, and I'll be back. I'll go ahead and finish the other 2 off camera, and I'll be back for the next. All right, guys, here we go. So this was my attempt to try this marble method by using a clear as my base, and I've got the Aubergine glitter and the Halloween Nights, and I'm just going to sprinkle these 2 colors around. I've seen this done different ways. Everybody does it a little bit differently about how they sprinkle their colors. I'm going to take a little nail stick here and just kind of swirl the colors around just very lightly, just to make like a pattern. And I'm going to just dip my nail straight on top of that and try to capture the marbling that I have laid down there. So yeah, this was the first time I've tried this method. I will link in the cards my previous marbling video, and I was trying out another method that I had seen on, who did it? Melissa's Manis. And I really kind of, I don't know. I like that way. I like this way too. They're both, you just got to be careful when you're doing it, you know, trial and error, man. You just got to practice. And that's what I'm doing, because this was the first time I did this and I was not loving it. I will say I didn't love it at first. So I went back in and added some more color to my clear, and I was like, let me just try a fresh swirl. I was just trying everything. It worked out in the end because I just had to trust the process. But in my head, I just thought this was gonna go bad. I thought this whole mani was going bad, man. I thought this was going downhill fast, and I didn't know if I wanted to just jump on the train and abort ship. None of that made sense, but whatever. I just wanted out of it. But I kept going. I decided to trust the process, and I cannot say how pleased I was in the end with this mani. I just thought this was the cutest thing, and I was really surprised with myself. I'm like, wow, I did that. I thought it was cool. So I am going to finish up here with my little marbling experiment. That's really what it felt like I was doing. I felt like I was experimenting. But I'm going to finish up here with that, and then I am going to go ahead and clear cap all of these nails just so that I don't file off all this hard work once I'm done. So I'm going to clear cap and I'm going to file off camera, and I'll be back. Alrighty, so we are back for some nail art. I have already filed my nails, shaped my nails, everything, you know, I needed to do, did that, and I'm back to get this done. I was really nervous at this point because I just had no idea how this was going to come out. But I went for it. I was like, we're all in at this point. Let's do this. So I go in here for, because this is like one long sticker, so I cut it up into just smaller pieces so I could place what I wanted, where I wanted on my nails. And I wasn't even going to use this little end piece here originally in my head as I was like figuring out how I wanted to do this. But I was like, yeah, it's cute, and I'm glad I did. So when I first put down the sticker on my pointer finger here, I was just happy to get the thing on there, because sometimes stickers can be just a little tricky when they don't lay the way you want them to. So I just like put it on there, and then after I got it on there really good, I looked down and I realized there was still space at the end, but I figured out how to fix that later, and you'll see that in a minute here. And now I am just going to cut out another piece of this graveyard fence here, and that is going to go on the middle finger, just right across the bottom there. And lastly, I am going to add this haunted house here. That is going to go on my ring finger just to add some extra spook. Okay, so in order to fix my pointer finger, my index finger, I decided to just go back in because, like I said, this is one long sticker. It's like a long strip. You can just cut off what you need. So I just cut across the bottom and just where the black part was, and I placed it just on the very tip just to cover up the end of that nail, and I don't think anyone was none the wiser. So I was nervous at first. I didn't think it was going to work. And when it worked, when I tell you, happy dance. All right, so at this point, I'm like, I wanted to add as much creepy stuff as I could. And so since I was doing that, I'm like, you know what? Let me add a cross. I have to have a cross on here somewhere. So I get this little black cross, and I'm going to put this on my pinky finger, just right over that purple. This, by the way, is such a pretty freaking sparkly purple. Man, don't sleep on these GHDips, dudes. I'm telling you guys, this is some good stuff here. And I will definitely be back on Amazon to order more of this. It's worth it. Okay, so these branches here on the top of this sticker sheet is what intrigued me on this page. I wanted those trees. That is what I wanted more than anything else on my nails. I was like, I have to have these branches. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. And so I go in and I'm like, let me add some of these branches. So as you can see, it's like really big. So I kind of had to cut out like little pieces of it to place it carefully on my finger. And I'm gonna put this right on my middle finger because I only have right now just the fence of the graveyard at the bottom, so it just kind of looks lonely there by itself. So I'm gonna add the branch, and this first little branch, it had the bat hanging on it. I thought that was cute, but I'm like, you know what? I need more. So I had to go in and just cut out a larger chunk of it, which I'm gonna do in a second here, and I'm just gonna add that, and I think it just gave it so much more. I was really feeling this mani, guys. Can you tell that I'm feeling this mani? I was loving it. Okay, so that was a struggle. It was just a little bit on the struggle bus with that one, because it was just awkward to cut it out where I did, but I got it on there, I smoothed it out, and then I'm just going to take my cuticle nippers and just cut off the excess around the cuticle area just so that it fits flush against the nail. Alrighty guys, this is almost it. I'm almost done. I'm just going to add some top coat. I'm using my Poochie's Nails Ultra Shine top coat. I'm going to do 2 layers of this and I'll be back for the final look. Alrighty, this is it. I am all done. I'm going to just lastly add my Nourish gel. I'm sorry, did I just say gel? My Nourish oil, my cuticle oil. This is again the gelish one. I really like the smell of this. And so I'm sorry I'm out of frame here, but I've got some pictures I'm gonna throw in at the end. Guys, this has been my favorite mani so far. I was so proud of it. I really enjoyed this. Came out so cute. I just had to trust the process. I did not expect these results. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope to see you guys back in the next one. Bye.